We don't go out there and pick fights, but there comes a time when we're going to have to give a response. The Bible says that when someone comes to you and they ask you about your faith, that you reply to them, but with meekness and with gentleness. So now we have this whole, it's almost like, hey, combat, hand to hand, let's go. Like, let's fight for this. But it's in meekness and gentleness. And that's kind of hard for me, right? Because like I see things or I hear things and I immediately want to get into someone's face or, whatever it is. But that's not how we're called to respond to these scenarios. We're called to be in meekness and in gentleness. And so then how are we in our own homes battling, and how are we contending for the faith? What are we actually doing when no one else is looking around? I don't know if you guys know this about an iceberg, but 90% of the iceberg is underneath the water. Only 10% is what's shown. And so what is your 90% looking like? It says that what's done in privately is what's going to be rewarded openly. And so if we're called to contend and we're called to give a response to someone who asks us, well, why are you saved? Well, why do you believe in Jesus? But you don't have that 90% behind you, right, of being in the Word, of being prayed up, of fellowshipping and everything else, then your 10% is going to be really lacking.